guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I have posted an eyeshadow palette review, and today I have a really highly requested one. This is a new $12 palette from Colourpop. It's really hard to keep up with Colourpop because they're constantly launching new products, and so I figured I might as well sit down and talk about it while this one is still relevant. I really love purples, so this calls to me. I'm ready to do a purple look today, so I want to jump right in and start by putting this palette on my eyes, creating a look with it, and then I will show you swatches, and then at the end of the video I'll give you my final thoughts and let you know if I think it's worth it. So if you guys are interested in hearing a little bit more about the Colourpop Purple It's My Pleasure palette, then just keep on watching. So it's going to be really hard for, I think, the actual true beauty of this palette to come out on camera because I wasn't very excited for it when I saw it on Trendmood and other pages before it released, and then when I actually opened it for myself and saw it with my own eyes, it has a little bit something more special to it than I thought initially. So here's the inside of the palette. It is a little bit dinged up because I did swatch the entire thing when I first got it. But I don't know if you guys can tell, but some of these shimmers have a duochrome effect to them, so they're not like basic boring shimmers, and I think hopefully I'll be able to come up with a really pretty look today using them. Also, I haven't bought a Colourpop palette in a while, but I think it's actually very notable to let you guys know that it has a really nice mirror on the inside of it. The names are actually on the palette of the actual eyeshadows, and it's a really nice plastic case. It's not one of those cheapo like cardboard, no offense, but like Kylie Cosmetics cardboard packaging. That is not very durable and it ends up getting really dirty. All of the shade names are also on the back of the palette. It's a really well done, well put together palette, especially for $12. That is dirt cheap when it comes to a 9-pan eyeshadow palette. For comparison, Kylie's palettes I think retail for $42 if they're the 9-pan ones. So anyways, I'm going to stop rambling and apply this to my eyes. I was going to come on camera and do one eye beforehand and finish up with the second eye, but I figured I might as well go through the entire process with you guys because I actually have a pair of lashes I'm going to be trying for the first time, and I might as well give you my first impression on those. So currently all that's on my eyelids is the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer with a little bit of my Cover FX translucent powder over top. So I do want to kind of go in and dust one of these colors over my lid just to make sure I can get the best blend and transition as I can. So I don't have a lot of options for this. This is a mostly, I want to say a mostly shimmer palette. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, mostly shimmers in this palette, and there's not a lot of transitions in here, so I am going to go in with the lightest purple matte shadow in the palette. So I'm going to go into this light matte purple. I just saw the name for the first time and it's really weird. It's called Kittenfish. I mean, kind of cute. I don't know if that's some mythical creature that I don't know about. We're going to take Kittenfish on a white fluffy blending brush. This is the E35 from Sigma, and I don't know if you guys can see, but it does pick up a nice amount onto the brush. So I'm going to go ahead and give both of my eyes a light dusting of this Kittenfish color. I have a little bit of creasing going on because I don't think I set my eyelids the best with my powder. I was kind of just in a hurry today. This Kittenfish shadow is actually blending so seamlessly. I'm just kind of going above the crease. I want to make sure that I don't have like any blockage. You know when people don't go high enough to the brow and they have like a block of unblended shadow? That's what I'm kind of trying to avoid here. I love, love, love the way that purple shadow makes green or hazel eyes look because I grew up thinking that my eye color was so boring, and purples just make it look so different. It makes my eye color look more striking than it actually is. So I'm going to go into the next shade over. This is a metallic shade called Do or Dough. I'm really not understanding the theme of this palette. I'm definitely missing something. If this palette has like a deeper meaning and you guys know it and I don't, and I'm just making a fool of myself, then let me know in the comments below. What is Do or Dough and Kittenfish? Is it from something? Am I missing something? I don't know. Anyways, I'm picking up the Do or Dough shade with a short shader E20 from Sigma. This is one of my favorites to pick up a metallic or just a shimmery shade. I'm going to tap it off because I don't want to ruin my face makeup. I took a lot of time on it today. And then I'm actually going to begin just in the middle of the lid. It definitely doesn't transfer as metallic and shiny with a brush as it probably would with a finger. It's definitely transferring onto my lid. It's just, I might have to go in with my finger to get the intensity to where I want it to be. I really, really missed doing eyeshadow reviews. They are one of my favorite videos to do, and you guys tend to really like them. So I'm sorry it's taken me so long. I promise you we have so many more coming. I want to pick up the Kylie Cosmetics Valentine's Day eyeshadow palette. I mean, depending on how long it takes to ship, I've been a little bit worried. I feel like I'm going to receive that palette after Valentine's Day for some reason, and that rubs me the wrong way because I would love to get a Valentine's Day look with it out for you guys, but we'll see how fast it gets to my house. So going in with a smaller blending brush, this is the E25 from Sigma. I'm picking up a tiny bit of that Kitten Fish, and I'm just going to blend the edges of that Do or Dough shade just to make sure we're not getting any harsh unblended lines up in here. I know I'm talking a lot through this video, but I feel like I miss you guys. Like, I feel like I have not done my job as a YouTuber. Like, I've been MIA, and YouTube has not been putting my videos out to everyone also, so I feel like talking to you guys and giving you all the updates. So as I blended out that shade, it kind of has like a magenta undertone to it, which I was going to stay away from the pink in this palette, but now I'm almost inclined to go into it because I feel like it would make a really pretty combination of colors. So there's this mauvey pink down at the bottom. I'm colorblind, you guys, so if it's not pink, I think it's pink. It's called Fan Fiction. It looks like a blush, mauvey blush toned pink color maybe. I'm gonna pick that up with the very tip of this brush, and I'm going to smoke that on my lower lash line. We're not done with the lid yet, but I just feel inclined to put this pink color somewhere in my look. I wanted to update you guys because I did try to do a Valentine's Day look the other day with the James Charles palette, and the James Charles palette ended up being really pretty. I used that bright pink out of the palette, but I wanted to go in with sequins, and that was a huge mistake. The sequins ended up all over my false lashes, and I had to scrap the entire look. But that was my first time using the James Charles palette, and I have to say it kind of took a little bit more energy to build that up than I would have liked, but the color at the end was really beautiful. I only used the pink, so that's all I can speak on. And what I'm going to do next is pick up a little bit of that Do or Dough, the same shade that's all over my lid, but I want to put it on with my finger just all over the lid to try to get a little bit more metallic pigment. It kind of blended away with the brush, so I'm just packing on an extra layer before we do anything else. So I'm gonna lightly go over the edges one more time, completely avoiding the lid because I don't want to lose that lid color. And then I think a really pretty final touch would be to go into this middle shade called Earth Shine. This is a very duochrome looking shadow. It's unlike anything I've seen. I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of like a magenta slash lilac, and I guess when you turn it to the side, it almost looks gold in a way. Can you guys see the shift? Like when it's right there, it looks lilac, and then you turn it to the side, it almost looks like a pinky gold. And I'm gonna tap this right in the middle. I'm not trying to flip you guys off, but I'm just tapping it right in the middle of my eye. Ooh, I'm loving that. It kind of gives me like that effortless halo effect. So I'm going to take a pencil brush with the same Earth Shine shade, and I'm going to put that right in the middle of the lower lash line so that I can kind of stick with the halo theme. So as far as blending and everything goes with the eyeshadow, I think that I had a great first experience. I feel like with a look like this with no liner, I need a nice dramatic lash, so I am going to pop on these new lashes. These are from Huda Beauty. It is Huda Beauty X Jacqueline or Jacqueline, I don't know. They are a beautiful, wispy, dramatic lash, so I'm actually going to take these and trim them and finesse them and put them on my eyes, and I will be right back to let you guys know how they worked for me. Hopefully I don't have too much of a struggle like I usually do with a brand new lash, but I'm gonna pop these on and then the eye look should be complete. Alright guys, so I am back. This is the completed eye look. I have the Jacqueline lashes on. I had to trim a little bit of them off, but I do with all of my lashes typically, and they're actually not as bold and glam as I thought they would be. They're actually very, very wispy and kind of natural looking for a lash. They're kind of glam. They're a little bit more natural than what I was expecting by looking at them, and I actually really like that. So I think they tied the look together very well, and I'm actually so happy because I'm going out to see a movie tonight and I love purple looks, so I'm actually very excited about my makeup today. So I just have to go ahead and tell you guys that I believe this palette is definitely worth the $12. Is it something that I would wear every single day? No, but that's just because I personally am not going to go for a purple look every single day, but I do think that there are a variety of looks that you can come up with. There are a bunch of different combos in here. Next up on my list to try is the really deep purple called Chicklet. I need a look with this in my life, and I'm excited to see what else Colourpop puts out because I actually really love the upgrade of the packaging. I think it's really nice, and I hope that they stick with this new plastic packaging. But I don't think I have much else to say. I was really, really pleased with the It's My Pleasure palette. I just want to go ahead and jump into the swatch portion of the video and let you guys know how it swatched on my arm with a finger. So let's get into the arm swatches. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys live swatches of this palette. And I do feel like swatches are kind of obsolete, and if you ask me why I'm going to do them, it's because you guys request it, so I'm still going to share it with you guys just for transparency. Please keep in mind all of my nails are chipping off and are absolutely horrible looking, so don't mind that. But let's get into it. We're going to start with Kitten Fish. Next up is Do or Dough, which I believe will be a little bit more pigmented because it is a shimmer. So next up we have Do or Dough. And obviously that packs a punch. Next up is a matte shadow, but it has a little bit of glitter in it, and this is called Pretty Cruel. It's like a matte mauve brown, but it has a golden glitter in it. Next up we have the shade Bare Minimum, and this one is a really beautiful kind of deep magenta. So here is Bare Minimum. Next up is the really pretty duochrome in the middle. This is called Earth Shine, and this is the one that I used for my accent halo color. So there is Earth Shine. It looks a bit sheer on the skin, so I think it's a little bit better used as a topper like I used it today. Next is this deep purple shimmer called Chicklet, and I really debated using this one today because I love a really deep kind of purpley / cobalty blue shade. So here is the shade Chicklet. Then in the bottom row we have another shimmer. This is also kind of duochromy. This is called Mr. Sandman. And I truly don't even know how to describe this color. It's like a pewter almost. Then we have the middle of the bottom row. It is that kind of mauvey pink blush toned matte, and this is called Fan Fiction. And so there is Fan Fiction. It actually looks like all the mattes are kind of doing okay except for that first one. So I don't know, maybe it's me or maybe it's just that lilac shade doesn't swatch great with a finger. And then last up we have another deep kind of purpley berry shade called Sleeper. This is a very dark shade. It has the most fallout out of all of the shadows as well, but that is the entire It's My Pleasure palette swatched for you guys. Alright guys, so you've seen how it applies on the eyes, you've seen the swatches, and my opinion is that yes, this is definitely worth the $12. I think it's a beautiful new addition into my collection and I'm very happy with it. I hope that this review and tutorial and swatches helped you guys out. If you got any other palettes on the brain that you want me to review, then go ahead and leave a comment down below with a request. I'm always looking to see what you guys want to see. But I think that's all for today's video. please give this video a thumbs up for me if you enjoyed it and if you like palette reviews. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of my little makeup obsessed family, and I would really appreciate it. But thank you guys so much for watching and for hanging out with me today and talking makeup. As usual, I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.